My name is Zane St Andre Jackson. I'm a jazz saxophonist from Santa Barbara, California, and this is my training ground. Most of my life has been spent in the Los Padres National Forest above Santa Barbara. My parents bought a rustic cabin here when I was 6, and it's where I've lived ever since. Growing up a half hour's drive from even the nearest gas station has been a unique yet isolating experience. We're surrounded by natural wonders, with turkeys in the yard every day, and even the occasional mountain lion, but there's no cable television and no gyms nearby. But the solitude of the forest has allowed me to focus, and the lack of nearby gyms has forced me to be resourceful. Notice anything about the background music? That's right, it's jazz, my other greatest passion in life. And not just any jazz, it's a recording of the UCLA Jazz Orchestra, of which I am now a member. I'm a saxophonist studying jazz at UCLA as a freshman, and while I was in high school, I won 4 separate awards for my performance as a jazz saxophonist. Being a performing musician has prepared me mentally for the bright lights of American Ninja Warrior. Playing an improvised solo on stage in front of hundreds of my friends and strangers is, I think, quite similar to the pressure of tackling obstacles I'm not familiar with. I have learned from experience how to calm my nerves and maintain mental clarity when I know I will need to perform at my limit. I wasn't always athletic. I was never really into sports, and when I was 14, I couldn't even do a single pull-up. I'll never forget the time my entire 8th grade class had an arm wrestling tournament, and I managed to finish dead last, behind every single boy and girl. It was at this point that I knew something had to change. 6 months later, I was visiting my family in Georgia when my uncle showed me something that would change my life forever. American Ninja Warrior Season 6. Seeing the show flipped a switch in my brain, and I just thought, I have to do that. That day kicked off 4 years and thousands of hours of training to make my dream of competing a reality. Of course, I haven't made this journey alone. My parents helped me build obstacle courses in our yard and garage, which I've used extensively in my training. They have continued to support and encourage me throughout my development, and they are my biggest fans. My uncle, who loves the show as much as I do, has become my coach and cheerleader. He and I have been dreaming for a long time about me getting on the show. He says that if I do, he and his wife will travel by RV, because his wife is afraid of flying, from Georgia all the way to California to watch me compete, and then to Vegas if I make it that far. I want to show him, and the rest of my family who have supported me throughout my journey, that I have what it takes to make it all the way. I'm turning 19 in January, and I'm so grateful that American Ninja Warrior lowered its age limit so young people like me can get their shot. Because at the end of the day, I'm just a guy who found his passions and pursued them with all his heart, and I want to inspire others to do the same. I'm the Jazz Ninja, and I can't wait to take on American Ninja Warrior!